The big boys are back. Hey, and we're swaggering boisterously. Let's get this thing started.
This is one of them hits now. Heard back from Earth and just shot a few of my shits down. It's safe to say I'm totally pissed. Wow. My cloaking devices just malfunction. Guess it's time for a sit down. This is the problem I got with humans, mostly the common man. Constantly fucking with energy they don't understand. Always thinking they got the upper hand. The G-forces for my maneuvers can snap your spine like a rubber band. I shouldn't waste my time, they ain't half as nice. Put a Red Bull in your coffin so your ghost can have wings in the afterlife. Let's rock and roll like a belly dancer's rhinestone. It was my idea to shake the pineal gland like a pine cone. My thoughts create hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones. A punch for me is like an avalanche of granite and limestone. You live here, now this is my home. I neuralize both your retinas, you wake up staring at the screen of your iPhone. Confused by the light plus the high tone. And now we connected from the microchip I placed next to your thigh bone. It's hard to understand cause your mind blown, but I gotta cut communication. Your government just scrambled they spy drones.
That voice speaking Sumerian, the oldest language in human history.
I can't explain it.
Showtime. It's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And to the left of me, I got KaneTown Raider.
Yes, sir.
Swaggering boisterously, man. We're back at it. We're back at it for another episode. I'm glad to see everybody in the building. KaneTown, how you doing, bro? It's been a while since I've seen you. Nation hasn't seen you in a minute. Let them know what's up, man. Let them know what's up.
Oh, yeah, man. You know what it is? Always would love to be able to do this more, man, but I love the times I'm able to do it. Work is crazy, man. Hopefully after the summer's over, get a little less busy at the job, and you see me a little bit more.
Yes, sir. You already know this is a 1-2 punch whenever we get on the screen together, man. All day, every day. Shout out to Gorel Webster. Thanks for the support. Thank you for supporting as always. What's up, Big Mike? Love your podcast, man. I appreciate the support. DeMarcus Webb in the building. Big Mike Raider. That's how you do it, man. Dodgers everything. He's already ready to go. Raiders. Hey, we're good to go, man. We're good to go. Good to see you. Dodgers everything. Ruben Russ, salute to you, man. Thanks for popping in. Let's see who we got. We got the legendary Sean Johnson in the building. Salute, Big Mike. This is a final countdown until our 2023 Las Vegas Raiders are announced. And we got plenty to talk about. We got the final 53. We're going to give our final takes on that. And then we're going to talk about in-season expectations. We're going to also talk about, kind of tied in with that, is KaneTown's article at planetraiders.com. Guys, make sure you guys go check out this season, planetraiders.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything Raiders related. We're going to get things cooking over there. Things are going to already cooking. We got KaneTown, putting his contributions in. Wasted Talent, he just dropped one today, so we got plenty for over there for you guys to check out. You guys make sure you guys check that out. So I'm gonna get more to these comments a little bit later. Let's jump into the mix, man. Let's get it. And 27 that's in the building right now. I need for you guys to like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. KaneTown, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Final 53. Who's your surprise guy that gets cut? Who's your surprise guy that stays on this team? Who do you got?
My surprise cut. I can tell you, I would love to see it be, but I don't think it's going to be. I would love to see Zamir White get the fuck out of here. I'm done. Just average as fuck. I'm just over it. I don't see him improving. I see the same exact guy as last year. I'm at the same level with him as I was with Brandon Parker. Done. Damian Williams deserves that RB2 spot. Amir Abdullah was better than him. Brandon Bolden was better than him.
That's rough. And you know what? I can't disagree with you, man. I mean, that was one thing that we were high expectations even before Josh Jacobs came and signed that 1 year, $12 million contract, up to $12 million, not solid $12 million, but up to $12 million. We were hoping that if Josh Jacobs didn't show up, that it was going to be a running back by committee, and that, the guys that are behind Josh Jacobs was going to get those reps that they needed, kind of get into a good rhythm and kind of seal their spot on this offense and be a good contributor to the offense looking forward. But to me, man, I mean, honestly, going now, I'm like, it's Josh Jacobs and the rest at this point. We're going at that kind of same thing once again from what we saw in the preseason.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it didn't change. More of the same.
That's what it seems like, right? It's unfortunate that we I mean, we didn't put too much into Zamir White anyway.
Yeah.
But it was, it's the expectations were a little bit higher this year for Zamir White,
sure.
right?
Like what I was saying last time, I think it was our last show, but last to last show or something. I put out my score prediction or my record prediction, and when it was about the time Josh said peace, and I was like, man, if we don't have him, we're a 5-win team. Exactly why, right here. I put us at 7-10 with Josh. Without Josh, I think easily we lose 2 more games. The running game was atrocious.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Josh Jacobs last year, despite him going for 2,000 yards, all-purpose scrimmage yards, we were still middle of the pack in rushing. So that's also
he was doing all of it himself.
He was doing it all of himself. So I was kind of hoping that we would have somebody to kind of step up, but we might get that in a Damian Williams. We'll see. We might get that in a Sincere McCormick. Hopefully Zamir White pans out. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but that's one of the guys that you're kind of hoping for. Who would you like to see stay that might not be staying?
So before I get to that, I had I said I hope to see Zamir White get cut. I don't think he's going to get cut, unfortunately.
Right.
My guy who I think is going to get cut, who a lot of people, including myself, were kind of high on as one of our signings. I think Duke Shelley is going to be moving on.
Ooh.
I think Sam Webb showed more than him. I think Amik showed more than him. He played like he was an incumbent, like he'd been here, and just his spot was safe. He wasn't horrible. But he just definitely didn't play like somebody who's first year with the team and they're trying to take a spot. You know what I mean?
Right. Got you.
As far as somebody I see staying, I think I got 2 guys. I told you about it before the show. I got Dalton Wagner and I got McClendon Curtis both making the roster.
Okay. I like that. Before we get more into that, let me acknowledge more of the chat. Shout out to Franklin Skinner. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the support as always, man. You're a mainstay over here as well. Let's see. We got dodged everything. Garber's going to the practice squad. Did he get cut or was he waived?
I don't know why I had to hold on to him.
Yeah, he needs to just go, right? At this point.
Get a new project.
Yeah, let's start all over with that. Shout out to Aces in the building. Salute Big Mike, just subscribe. Salute Raider Nation. Thanks for the support. Hopefully this isn't your last time popping in.
Go get Max Dugan.
Max,
that's your new project.
Hey, there you go. Hit Stick Stepper in the building. Triple salute. Thanks for popping in, man. Vibe Raider. I'm gonna have to say that slowly for that one. Thanks for the support. Kenny Mack in the building.
That's right up there with Lumpy Short.
Lumpy Short, yeah. YouTube name Hall of Fame right there. Orlando Padilla, mainstay here as well, man. Thanks for popping in. Carlos in Fuego, Big Mike Raiders born in the 805 now, 916 original. LA Raider, appreciate you, brother. Raider Nation for life. And, from one LA Raider to the next, salute to you, man. Salute to you. We got Aces saying salute to KaneTown Raider. Yeah, we got to show our guy KaneTown some love. He is a mainstay here. And if you guys show him some love on the KaneTown Raider channel as well. Make sure you do that. Run them numbers up over there as well, guys. So to kind of elevate that thought you were saying between Dalton Wagner and McClendon Curtis, I think that they're kind of a package deal to me. Stay hydrated, guys. It's hot out there. So the two are kind of a package deal because they've been working out together. They've been kind of developing together so far. I would love to see them, if they do come up, I want to see them come up together. I don't want to see one of them practice squad, the next make the 53. I want to see that growth together. Now, if that means they both have to make the practice squad right now, I'm okay with it. but I want to see them together. That's kind of how I feel about that, because you want that development for the future of that right side. Because I mean, the truth of the matter is, we might need a new whole right side at some point down the line. Thayer Munford, it seems to be working out with him, but we might need, somebody that's going to be that true, dominant right tackle. I haven't seen much of Thayer Munford yet, but Dalton Wagner showed a lot. I was impressed about what he did in the preseason, and McClendon Curtis, like you said earlier, he was the most dominant, not the most dominant. He scored the highest PFF grade out of rookie guards in the preseason. So
any rookie offensive lineman, period.
Right. So there you go. So you want to see those two kind of grow together and build a continuity and a good flow on that right side. So, maybe a couple years down the line, when we do card out an Aiden O'Connell,
the right side is solid.
So, and then maybe Thayer Munford kind of gets developed to go to that left side if we don't keep like a Colton Miller down the line, right? That'll be something.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what else we got. Antoine Wade, he says Zeus to the practice squad. Woo!
Zeus to the dumpster squad.
Yeah, I guess this is the knock Zeus day, man. Antoine Wade agrees with you, man. And Antoine Wade agrees, man. I don't know if I gotta think about it, but you open my eyes to it, man. I'm like, maybe he doesn't make the squad. He didn't look impressive. That's all I'm saying.
You just ran straight lines into the defenders.
Yeah, man, for sure. Kenny Amik makes the 53.
I think so.
Okay, I was. If you would have asked me that before the Cowboys game, I would have said no.
No,
I would have said no, but I think he might make this squad. Let's see. T-Ski Fresh. What's up, Big Mike Raider and KaneTown Raider? Y'all talk that shit. That's what we do. That's all we know, man. That's all we know, bro. Let's see. Antoine Wade, he also goes, Zeus looks the part but doesn't play the part. Man.
Thanks.
It's just the running back. The vision is missing. There's something missing. He doesn't. I don't know. He just doesn't have that. What
runs like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's straight. No vision. I want to see some cuts. I want to see him knock somebody over at least if you're gonna run straight. That 3 yards of carry stuff isn't gonna work for us, man. Especially if you're gonna be running back by committee or trying to get a good load of the carries down the line. So. Zeus runs hella soft. He can't run through contact. Yeah, that. Woo, man, it's spicy out here with the Zeus talk, man. Man. Let's see. Give Zeus another year on the practice squad. Maybe he can get the eyes and cut of a Pro Bowl, a pro running back next year.
Pro, not Pro Bowl.
Man, the hate is real with Zeus tonight, man. Shout out to Raiders Primos. KaneTown is definitely back, man.
Like I never left.
Man, I'm about to drag him out every week and be like, "Hey, man, it's time."
Oh man, I'm gonna be here.
Cool, man. I need it, bro. I need it. Let's see. Here's a question right here: is Van Roten gonna be the starting right guard? What you think, bro?
Looking like it. It's looking like it. I don't think Muti's got it, and I damn sure know Bars don't got it, and I don't think they're ready to give the keys to McClendon Curtis quite yet. I would like to see him make the roster. I'd like to see him on the bench, though. But, yeah, I think Van Roten might be the best route at the moment.
Yeah, because we didn't see Van Roten too much, I think he has that right guard spot.
Probably. It's kind of what happened once they realized what they had with Ja'Cory and Bennett. You didn't see him very much either.
Right. And hopefully it's not a situation where he backed up into the spot because the right guard play was atrocious this whole preseason to me.
Yeah, hopefully they saw some good things.
Yeah, hopefully it was because, he's head above the rest. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to the numbers. He says, need Brandon Bolden to be cut. Williams looks better. Brandon Bolden, what you think, man?
I thought Brandon Bolden looked like a 1960 Chevy with low miles, man. He's out there. He's out there. He's old, man, but when he got the ball, man, he put it in the end zone. That's more than I can say for Zeus.
Absolutely. And the thing about Brandon Bolden is I don't mind him being on the squad.
I would just special teams is top notch too.
Yeah, special teams is great. I just wish that he wasn't getting paid as much, You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they should change that deal up a little bit. $2.5 million to a guy that's not going to touch the ball is a little much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree. Shout out to DeMarcus Webb. He says Jacobs is him. But either way, we need solid depth in the running back room regardless. Last good running back, too, was Devontae Booker. I think Zeus will step it up as the season progresses.
I think our last good RB2 was Jalen Richard.
But shoot, we had Devontae Booker and Richard at some point, didn't we?
And DeAndre Washington.
Oh yeah, that's right. I like that DeAndre.
I wish we had those two right now with Josh. Woo!
Man. Yeah, that was good, or at least somebody.
Jalen's a free agent. I'm just saying, he's out there.
Man, you know he's got them injuries. He's kind of older now. You know how running backs, they expire real quick, man. You know that's the problem. He'd be in his eighth season if he played, like,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
And Bolden's 55 years old.
Yeah, I would love to see him come back, man. I mean, hopefully he lands a job somewhere. I want Cam Sims to stay, but might get cut. He's 6'5", that 50-50 in red zone, big body guy that don't have with other guys. That's another guy I wanted to talk to, that wide receiver.
I got Cam Sims making it.
I got Cam Sims making it too, and I think because he's 6'5", we don't have any other receivers that kind of fit that role.
Yep.
To kind of be that red zone threat, that big body.
He's kind of like a poor man's Darren Waller.
Yeah, and you saw two occasions against the Rams where Aiden O'Connell throws that 50-50 ball for the touchdown. Right, he throws it up to Cam Sims. He kind of drags the feet in, catches that ball for the touchdown, and Aiden O'Connell gets to him against the Cowboys. That amazing throw and catch down the sideline. I don't think we necessarily can do that with any other receivers that we have on this roster. Maybe outside of of course, a Devontae Adams, right? I think we need kind of that kind of receiver to kind of fit that role. And we didn't really see much of a what's the guy's name? Dorsett. We didn't see Dorsett too much. Wilkerson kind of made a name for himself. I mean, he got a lot of targets. But I think that Sims is that number 6 guy.
Yeah, it's a toss-up for me between Wilkerson and Sims, but Wilkerson ain't 6'5", so I got to go Sims.
Yeah. Wilkerson, I mean, he showed out. 13 targets, 10
job somewhere.
Yeah, so
we could try to stash him on the practice squad, but I don't think he'll clear waivers.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let me see what else we got. I'm super behind in this chat, man. You probably already see it, bro.
Oh yeah.
David Long Jr. needs to get cut.
Yeah,
his cheeks really that. Yeah, it's time for him to go, man.
I don't think he's probably not that bad. He just didn't get a lot. He was dealing with something. He didn't get a lot of chance to show what he's got. But I definitely think he's probably on his way out.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Marvin Lewis. What's good, guys? Salute. Do you think we pick up a couple of linebackers and corners?
I hope so. I don't know how true it is or anything, but I'm hearing little Twitter rumbles that the Raiders have some big time trade planned for a linebacker. I can't say whether it's true or not, but hopefully where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully they land something. Linebacker. Queen. Say what?
Patrick Queen. That would be
Patrick Queen. That'd be a good move right there. I would like that. But corners, I mean, so let's talk about some of the guys that were released from other teams that we could pick up off the scrap heap. We kind of talked of it a little bit before the show. Would you bring back an Anthony Avery?
No.
Moving on, because I wouldn't either. Here's another guy, right? And feel free to go off on this one, please, because you already explained yourself, and we already talked about. You know where I'm going with this one. The Bears release Alex Leatherwood.
Fuck no.
Do you give him a shot to play a guard?
Fuck no. I'll start Alex Bars before him.
Okay. I think that we would at least give him a shot, a workout to see if he can play guard.
If we're going to give him a shot, we might as well call Robert Gallery, see what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, man. All right, fair enough.
Where's Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell, oh, man. What's the guy? Menelik Watson.
Yep, call him up.
Man.
Give me Donald Penn.
Oh man, Donald Penn now is probably better. Now it probably in his 40s is probably better than Alex Leatherwood.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Matt Marinovich. I hope Drake Thomas makes the cut. Dude, this is one guy that I think that we're going to be disappointed about.
You don't think he's going to make the cut?
I think he's going to the practice squad. I just have this gut feeling that he's going to the practice squad. Not that I don't want him to make the squad. I want him to make 53, and I think he deserves it.
How many linebackers are you carrying?
5.
And you don't think he makes it?
I think Curtis Bolton is going to make it over Drake Thomas.
You got Spillane, Diablo, Bernie,
Masterson.
Oh, you got Masterson over Drake Thomas?
I think so.
I don't know.
We saw a lot of Masterson, and you got to remember he was on the first team at linebacker
because he had to be.
I mean, this is against the Rams. He was out there.
I thought you were talking about last season.
No, he was out there with the first with the Rams. So that kind of tells me that he might.
I like Masterson.
I do too.
I don't think he's better than Drake Thomas.
I don't either. But he's in year 2 of a system.
That's true.
You know, and then that's kind of what I'm like. I have a feeling. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I would love to see a Drake Thomas over a Bolton, over a Masterson if you had to pick, right? Even over a Bernie, right? I would pick that as well. Bernie is. I know he's more of a coverage guy, right?
Bernie might be our best coverage linebacker right now.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. You say that. That's kind of scary. You say that. I mean, hopefully Diablo turns the corner with that, but I just have this feeling that he might be going to the practice squad. I hope I'm wrong, man, because he's been playing lights out.
Clear waivers at all.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. So
bye real quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like if they decide to put Silvera on practice squad, bye. He's gone.
Yeah, definitely, man. You're right. Silvera, do you think he makes the squad?
Yes. He's the best defensive tackle we got.
Over John Jenkins? Do you think John Jenkins makes it?
Yeah, and I think even if Jenkins might be a little better right now, is he going to be better midseason? Is he going to make it to midseason? He's an old dude, man. He can get hurt.
You're right. And I was saying that initially you might have a John Jenkins, but then probably by the midseason or early to mid, you will see a Silvera in over, from coming back from the practice squad and landing on that 53.
I almost, want to say cut Neil Farrell Jr. I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I'm
kind of close to that too. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wouldn't you rather have Jenkins and Silvera than Silvera and Neil Farrell?
Oh man, I need to see a little bit more from Neil Farrell. It's the second
year. That's the only reason why is because from what we've seen, I think Jenkins is better, but you just want to give Farrell that chance to turn the page, But
yeah,
I don't know if
he's got one more year. I'll say that he's got to show something this year. Say what?
Matthew Butler's out of here.
Oh yeah, he's gone, man. He has no desire to play football. It doesn't seem like. Man, but let me acknowledge some more of this chat, bro. Shout out to Crypto Tales, my bro. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. We got the Kingpin, Graph, OLV Raiders Network. What's going on, Graph? Thanks for popping in,
bro.
Riley Cates, what's up, Nation? One love. Can't wait till the season kicks off. And thank you, Jesus. JJ is back. Okay, yeah, you're right. JJ is back wearing that number 8. About to kill it this year. It was weird to see him in that number 8, man. It's definitely weird to see that number 8 for sure, bro.
It looked like the jersey looked too small.
It did. And shout out to Graf, man. Get well soon. He's down with the sickness.
Friends, thoughts, man. You got the vid.
Yep. He's down with the sickness. So, hopefully he gets better. Shout out to Alex Torres. I hope we cut Wilkerson. He dropped several balls.
Yeah, he also got the most targets.
He had 10 catches, 122 yards. I mean,
how many targets he have? Like 13?
13.
Oh, man. I'll take 10 catches out of 13.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. And I
think it's just the reason where you don't like it is because it wasn't like pass deflections and shit. It was legitimate drops. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a problem, but We drafted Darius Hayward Bay and made him our wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
This guy's going to get the bottom of the depth chart if he makes it.
Yeah, I mean, Wilkerson's not going to be – you're not going to see too much of Wilkerson either way. So if he does make the squad. But if I had to pick for that last spot, I'm going Cam Sims over Wilkerson. I'm going Cam Sims over Dorsett. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. Raiders, C-Dub. Raiders, Josh Jacobs is the best running back in the NFL. That's a damn fact. Can't disagree with that one. His name is not Zeus no more. His name is Zamir White. Shout out to Carlos Briones, man. I love it, man. I'm going to make it down to the bottom here, right here. Hey, Severe, pop up, bro. I already sent the link, man. If you got
your ass in here.
Man, for real, bro. Hey, and all 71 of you guys, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Severe, man, you need to pop up, bro. We need to talk, man. I haven't talked to you in a minute. Bro, so let's talk a little bit about season expectations. We got your article was well written. I want to talk about the article. You were kind of a wet blanket as always, but you made some good points.
Of course,
you made some good points, particularly when you talked about the absence of Andrew Billings, being away from this defense and trying to find that replacement to stop the run. You speak for yourself, man. Kind of give me your reason why you're kind of pumping the brakes. You're not drinking the Kool-Aid on a winning season for the Raiders this year, man. So let me know, man. Let me know.
First of all, don't get me wrong. I think this is a better team than last year.
Yep.
But I think this is a better team that's built to be good in a couple years. Maybe one more year if we kill it in the draft and free agency next year. But this team is not built to win right now. We got some pieces, but we have so much young talent on our defense, and that's just get real young talent. And these guys got to develop. And to expect all these guys to just turn the page all at the same time and, everybody be ready to win, it doesn't happen. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, you get what do we got? We're looking at potential starter at corner for a rookie. We're looking at Amari Burney getting a lot of burn at linebacker. Mm-hmm. We're looking at Nesta Jade Silvera looks like our best nose tackle. We got a rookie pass rusher who we're hoping can overtake Chandler Jones this year. We're dependent on him. So that's what 4 or 5 guys right there that you're trying to depend on to develop in less than a season into starting caliber players. And that just doesn't – maybe you're lucky, you're ecstatic if 1 or 2 of them do it. For 5, that's just being unrealistic. And especially at the defensive line, you guys saw it. It just the first game it looked solid, sure, but the second and third game, man, it just looked like we were missing something because we are. Last year we had Andrew Billings. Everybody expected him to kind of be just an afterthought last year, but the dude came in, had a 70+ run stop grade. For those of you who love PFF, his 60-something pass rush grade. Very solid D tackle last year, and he was our best run stopper, and we let his ass walk. And then we did literally outside of, if you want to call a 7th round draft pick or a 6th round draft pick, trying to fill a void. I guess we tried to, but we didn't really upgrade that position, nor did we replace him. So I still see our run defense being a lot worse than it was last. Not a lot. Maybe, we had a solid run defense. Maybe a little worse. I think we'll give up a little bit more in the run game. And I think we're going to have less interior pressure coming from right in the middle. We had Tillery last year. We had Nichols last year, even though Nichols had some injury issues and stuff like that. But even Nichols at his best, how much of a difference is he going to make?
So I will say this is a team that kind of reminds me of the Bengals in 2021. Low expectations, originally coming out of the gate. Super low expectations. Joe Burrow wasn't Joe Burrow at that time. Jamar Chase wasn't Jamar Chase at that time. But they finished the season 10-7 and made the Super Bowl. I'm gonna read some of their stats to kind of compare, right? They averaged 27.1 points per game on offense, and they gave up 22.1 points per game, which was 17th in the league. They made the Super Bowl off of that.
I would do a fucking backflip if we only gave up 22 points a game.
I think that we could do that this year. And I also think that we're going to be a top 10 squad this year on offense.
Oh, I was about to say that.
So, no, top 10 squad on offense. So if you mix the two together, you combine those two, we have a team that could be a 10-7, 11-6 squad. They had a defense that was some veterans kind of sprinkled in, but a lot of unproven youngsters at the time, right? Like that was a team that was similar, that kind of what we're seeing now. This year we have the difference between that defense and the defense we have now is that we got a star pass rusher. We got on both ends, if you really want to talk, we got a future Hall of Famer, fringe Hall of Famer Chandler Jones, and we got Max Crosby, who's on the cusp of making superstardom, right?
But do we get the Chandler Jones that we want?
Then that remains to be seen. But I think that we can kind of, replicate what the Bengals did. That
T severe.
My reception is Brian Hoyer's straight ass. All right, bro. We'll catch you on the next one, man, for sure. But to me, I think that the Raiders have a chance to shock some teams. The expectations are low, and I'm just comparing it to that team from 2 years ago with the Bengals. They can come in and make a run when they get in the playoffs. And I'm not comparing. Of course, I'm not comparing Jimmy G to a dude. What's his name? Joe Burrow. I'm not comparing them, but we have the pieces on offense across the board to be as potent as that offense was.
Sure.
So that's kind of where I stand with that one, man. What do you think?
Offense in the least. I agree with you. Everything on the offense is great, but how many 30 to 27 games are we going to lose this year?
Well,
and where did our defense? Do we have a better overall defense right now? Overall, as a whole,
I think better than last year. We do. I think we have a better team than last year.
But a lot of things have to happen for that to be true, right?
So it doesn't. I wouldn't say as much. I mean, we see what's going on with Ja'Cory Bennett, right? And he's not going to have to be a starter. And if he is. Well, say he is, right? He's been holding his own throughout camp, and there's been nothing but good things on that side, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Marcus Peters, grizzled vet, on the other side. Nate Hobbs is going back to his natural position that he excelled at.
Yeah.
You got
I like the secondary.
Yeah. And then you got in the middle, we got Divine Diablo, who played well last year, making a lot of tackles. He just needs to stay healthy. To me, that doesn't seem like there's too much that needs to be happening. That needs to happen. It doesn't. I know you're saying that things have to turn the page at the right time, but to me, it doesn't seem like much. And then on the interior, we got Bilal Nichols and Tillery.
Tillery's a lot of utility in the run game.
Well, Bilal Nichols is coming back. He played most of the season. With the meniscus, right? So he's coming back full force. We've been hearing some good things about him at camp. We haven't seen him in the preseason yet, but he seems to be ready to go. Mm-hmm. So maybe we do have that replacement to kind of be that run stopper in a Bilal Nichols, kind of replacing what Andrew Billings did. Maybe we already have that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it needs to be too much that kind of turns the page. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with that one.
Okay. The way I look at it, you can't just look at starters either. Pull-Lamau didn't look like what we wanted him to look like in preseason.
Okay.
Chris Smith didn't look like what we wanted him to look like in preseason.
Well,
you can't depend on Roderick Teamer and Jaquan Johnson.
Jaquan Johnson's going to be.
He's not going to. He's gone. But I'm just saying, guys like that. At the linebacker position, Amari Burney has to be better than a 6th, 7th round rookie. Yeah. Especially since Robert Spillane is known to be a liability in coverage, even though I did hear good things in joint practices. Yeah. But that's got to translate. A lot of shit that happened in joint practices didn't translate even to the preseason. So Spillane has to be able to cover. Otherwise, Amari Burney's going to be taking some reps. And then in that case, Amari Burney needs to be better than a 6th or 7th round rookie. Then you move to the defensive tackle position. Yeah, Nesta J. Silvera looked good last game, but what did he look like in the second game? Not much.
Yeah.
Neil Farrell looked like not much the entire preseason. John Jenkins looked average. And that's a problem. You can't have a big giant hole in the middle of your defensive line. Even if you got Bilal Nichols and Tillery out here, you got to have somebody right in the middle to clog the hole. You know what I mean? And if you don't got somebody who can do that, you're getting gashed. And then the quarterback, what's a quarterback's worst enemy? Pressure up the middle. If you're not getting pressure directly up the middle, then it's a problem. And so
I think
go ahead.
Finish your thought, bro.
And then Tyree Wilson, biggest mystery on the defense of anybody. He looked. He passed. Yeah, I mean, he bull rushed that offensive lineman into the dirt.
Yeah.
But who's that offensive lineman? And nobody special.
That's fair.
But I'm excited. I was excited. I showed people that highlight. That's beautiful. I loved it. But put things into perspective. I'm trying to not drink the preseason Kool-Aid, like my article said.
So are you still bitter about the Kool-Aid you drank last season?
I'm bitter about the Kool-Aid I drank the last decade, man.
Well, that might be the reason why you're picking them 7-10.
Of course.
Can you admit that this year's team is a different energy coming from that right? It's a little bit different.
Just because you improve doesn't mean you improve drastically. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
You know, it's not going from 6 wins to 10, 11 wins is a big jump. Ignore what the fuck the Philadelphia Eagles did and what the Niners did. That shit doesn't happen all the time. Yeah. But and it definitely don't happen to us.
Yeah.
So it's just
So what's your ceiling? What's your ceiling for this team as far as record goes? What's your ceiling? I know you're realistic at 7-10. What is your ceiling?
10-7.
10-7? Okay. And what is your basement for this team?
6-11.
6-11? Okay. So my basement is 12-5. I mean, my ceiling is 12-5. My ceiling is 12-5. I think if everything goes perfectly, everybody's upright, nobody gets injured, Jimmy G comes out guns blazing on offense, the development of let's say 4 of our rookies, 3 of our rookies on defense, and Michael Mayer on offense, they turn that page, right, as you said, right, and make that leap. Then 12-5 is my ceiling. That's my ideal situation. Basement is we have, Jimmy G goes down. We lose a star. We lose a key piece on offense. Offensive line is, makeshift offensive line. Somebody goes down, things like that. So my basement would be like a 5-12.
Okay, so you got a bigger range of what can happen.
Yeah.
I just want to address this comment. So we improved at quarterback in certain ways. We also regressed in certain ways.
Yep.
Jimmy G and Carr are about as close as you can get in terms of comparison. I believe Jimmy G does almost everything just a little bit better than Carr except for the deep ball. And it's a big gap between Carr's deep ball and Jimmy G's deep ball. There's no gap bigger than that in anything that Jimmy G does better. So I think we get a small improvement. I think his pocket presence is better. He's not going to stand there like a statue and get smacked. I think his short passing is elite. And I think his red zone is much better than Carr's. But we're still – it's not a huge improvement. It's a slight improvement.
So, all right, here's the next question. If you don't see much from Jimmy G this year, right, do you roll with Aiden O'Connell? Do you whip him out there? Do you throw him out there?
This season?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're 4-8 at a certain point, or if we're 1-6, yeah, absolutely. I got a question.
I don't want to see him at all this season.
Of course you don't want to. You want Jimmy D to succeed, and everything to be great.
But you're right.
I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
Week 1, Josh McDaniels gets a wild hair up his ass. And it's like, you know what? This kid looked great. Fuck it. I'm going to start Aiden O'Connell. How would you feel about that?
I feel a little uneasy about that. Now, I will say this about Aiden O'Connell is that it wasn't necessarily the stats that wowed me. It was the way he processed the game, the way he processed the offense, the way he was poised in the pocket, the way he delivered shots under pressure. He has what it takes to play, that quarterback one. He was playing quarterback one type of football, the way he processed the game. But I think he needs a little bit more sharpening. And why bring him out there when he's not? I mean, I wouldn't say he's not ready. Maybe he is ready to an extent, but you could sharpen him a little bit more and get that confidence up for another season or maybe even 2 seasons, and then throw him out there when he's really good to go year 3. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Deal.
So I would be very concerned. But man, I'm well behind on these comments, man. Let me acknowledge the rest of you guys, man. We had a pretty good discussion on that one. Shout out to Dodgers Everything. He says, y'all been have good points on the situation. Just hope we win those close games versus last season. That's
what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Shout out to GQ Raiders. Salute to the panel, man. Thanks for popping in. Huey P 2905 says 10-7. Okay, I'm with that. GQ GQ Raider, I guess he agreed with Sultan on that one. Let's see. Let me scroll down some more. Hit Stick Stepper, he goes, ceiling is 10 wins, basement is 6 wins. Yeah, that. So yep. I like that. Let me see what else we got here. Let me see. GQ Raider says I'll trade a deep ball for red zone production. That's major.
Me too. I'm like I said, I feel Jimmy G was an upgrade. I just don't feel like he's this massive fucking upgrade. He's not.
I mean, I'm gonna say that as bad as Derek Carr was in the red zone is as good as Jimmy G is in the red zone, and I think that makes a big.
It's a massive upgrade in the red zone. But I'm talking about as a whole. Like where would you rank Derek Carr in the top 32? 20, 18?
Middle of the pack, yeah.
Where would you rank Jimmy G?
Middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But I think for this offense that you still got to also fit also matters, right?
Yeah.
And I think that Jimmy G in this system can be, at his best. You probably get the best of Jimmy G we can get, which is probably flirting with the top 15.
Yeah. No, sure. I mean, if he's the best he can be year one in a scheme he only started 2 games in, cool. It just Jimmy G is going to have a period of time where he's going to have to get used to this again too. He's not like Jimmy G didn't play 8 years in this system and then come back in and be like, oh, I've been doing this the whole fucking time. He's played more in Kyle Shanahan's offense than he has Josh McDaniels, so he's still going to have a learning curve getting back to it.
Yeah. Alex Torres says, no Carr again, please. I'll spare you. I'll spare you that, man. We're good. We won't do you like that, man. Shout out.
Pat's trying to make me defend Carr, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Basement for me is 6-11. 10-7 is I'm guessing that's the ceiling for you, man. Let's see what else we got. The decision-making ability in the offense and red zone play will make a difference.
Sure.
Yeah, that's for sure going to make a big difference right here. Sultan Mears' AOC is my upgrade, not Jimmy. So
well, that's great because we're not going to see him unless shit goes sideways. So
yeah, and I don't want to see him if shit is sideways. That's going to kill his. That's going to kill his confidence, the way he processes the game. Like I don't want to see him running around, and kind of taking him out of the element and kind of taking him out of that comfort zone.
Perfect example. Carr's rookie year. Carr looked really good, but he was on a garbage team.
Yeah.
And who cares? If you want your quarterback to look good and go 2-14, or do you want your quarterback to look whatever and go and win?
Yeah. I would rather, like I said, AOC just sit there for a couple years and learn the deep, intricate details of that offense.
That'd be ideal. I think we see him next year no matter what.
Yeah, you might be right. Sultan says he's about to shock the world.
If Jimmy G dies.
If Jimmy G's gone, maybe. but I don't want to be too parabolic, right? I don't want to be too high on AOC just because of
That's played a starting defense.
Yeah, he was running a vanilla offense going against vanilla defenses. Yep. So let's just kind of put in perspective and not kind of jump over, jump the ledge right now and say that this guy is going to be the next Tom Brady.
Let me do my thing and blanket the shit out of this for you guys. There's a world where Jimmy G gets hurt in week 2. Aiden O'Connell comes out, throws 4 picks, and it ruins him.
There you go. That's the realist. That's realistic, bro. That's realistic. So
that's all I've been. This whole offseason.
That's very realistic. I mean, I would really hate if that ever happened, right?
Absolutely.
But, yeah, we would hate for that to happen, but we need for Jimmy G to be upright so we don't see Aiden O'Connell. I don't want to see him at all this year. I want to see him at least next year, and at the very least next year. Ideal situation, I want to see him year 3. Considering that Josh McDaniels is still here, right? That's right. Kind of what I'm saying. Like, if he's here year 3 and Josh McDaniels is still around, that's my ideal situation. Dodgers Everything says also Josh McDaniels and Patrick Graham need to make game time adjustments as needed. That is a fact, man. What's your confidence level on Patrick Graham? 1 to 10.
6.
6? Okay, I'm about a 6. I'm about a 6.
I like Patrick Graham. I don't think he's had the pieces to really be successful with us, and I still don't think he has all the pieces to do what he wants to do. I think one more draft and one more free agency period, and then we'll be able to judge him. But unfortunately, I don't think he'll get that time. If there's not a big improvement this year, I don't think he gets another shot next year. They got to have a fall guy.
I think he'll be the scapegoat when it's all said and done. If they get rid of like an offensive coordinator, that's not going to really solve anything, right?
Right.
So,
but he doesn't do shit anyway. I don't even know what his job is.
Right. Exactly. So,
good thing he's not calling the plays. You watched that game where he was calling the plays.
Yeah, he got out coached by Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So, that says what you need to know for that one. T-Ski Fresh, he says, last quarterback folds in the pocket like Bosa said, fold like a baby. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right, but I don't want to talk about that dude. He's on the Saints now, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, and that what you just said, bro, for sure. He has a stout line, 2 very capable tight ends, best running back, Devontae Adams, and I believe a top 17 defense. I agree.
Listen, GQ, if we're top 17 in points allowed and yards allowed, I will get on here and I will twerk on camera.
Oh, it's going down, bro. Yes.
This is not a top 17 defense. I'm sorry. I'll give us 24th at best.
Oh my God.
20th at the absolute best. All right. Top 17. I'll twerk on camera.
Oh, you heard it here first, man. I can't wait. It's gonna happen. Yes.
Sold, and I'll twerk in booty shorts with the name on it. All right.
Oh my God, bro. GQ, what did you do, bro? No. Salute to Nate Dogg, man. I don't know if I can take it. Man. I don't even know how to move on from this, bro. Shout out to Dan Raider. Cautiously optimistic about Jimmy G. Waiting to see him play a full game for the Raiders. Game 1 against the Broncos. We will see.
Thank you. Some realism.
Okay.
Thank you, Dan Raider.
You got a score prediction. We're on to the Broncos. You got a score prediction?
38-27. Raiders.
38-27 Raiders. Okay.
38-24. Broncos ain't scoring 27.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I say 24-21 Raiders.
I just hate I just know Josh Jacobs likes to make the Broncos his bitch. I got 3 rushing touchdowns week 1 for Josh.
I love it. So no slow start for Josh Jacobs for you.
No.
Okay. And that's pretty much what everybody's expecting, that Josh Jacobs is going to come out. He's going to start a little bit slow. He didn't see training camp and things like that. And
I think Josh hears that, and I think Josh is going to come out with a chip on his shoulder.
Does he play all 17 games?
15.
15? Okay.
He'll get banged up throughout the year. He might miss a game here, a game there, but I think his days of missing half the season and shit are over.
Okay. I like it. hit stick stepper. I think our offense is going to be top 5 in the red zone with Jimmy G. Yeah, that I agree.
That'd be amazing. Top 5 would be amazing. I got us top 10, but top 5 would be great.
I like it. I like it. Sultan Mir, he said, "Don't twerk, bro." UEP, no twerking, bro.
Stop hitting me with these unrealistic things. All right.
Nah, it's going down. GQ, he said, "Hell no." Guys, let me hear you guys' score prediction for week 1 against the Broncos. I need to hear it, man. GQ Raider goes 37-18 Nation. I like it. 28-13 Raiders. Hit stick goes 28-24. Yeah, that 100%. So I got 24-21. You got a 38-24.
Let me calm myself down. Give you a 30-17.
30-17. Okay, I like it. Edgar Bonilla with some degenerate moves right here. Take the Raiders plus 4.5 versus the Donkeys. Yeah, I'm taking that plus 4.5 for sure, man. All day.
I believe in that defense,
man. We'll be all right, man. I'm telling you. Dodgers everything. 34-17 Raiders. I love it. UEP 31-17. Dan Raider 17-6. If
we hold the Broncos to 6, I'll be so damn happy. I don't know about us scoring only 17. I don't like that.
Man, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't like that, but 6 would be nice, man. I would like that. So you got the Raiders at 7-10. That's your record prediction. That's what you're going for, right?
I really so badly I want to bump it up to 8-9.
Okay.
But I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I'm gonna go 7-10.
Okay. So
if we weren't playing in the AFC West, where I think we sweep Denver still, but I think we split with the Chargers and drop both to the Chiefs still. I still don't think we're ready to beat the Chiefs.
Okay.
And then we're gonna drop the game to Buffalo. If we were in a different division, I think we could probably go. I would probably put our prediction at 8-9 or 9-8, but I gotta factor that in.
Okay. So what part of the season to where if the Raiders take care of business against a team, and what part of the season will you be like, okay, this team is for real? If at this point they are this record,
if we come out. And it's let's go midway. Let's say week 9. If we at week 9, we played 9 games, and we are 6-3. I'll probably say, okay, I think we're going to go to the playoffs.
Okay.
But I think we'll be more along the lines of 4-4 or 3-5.
Okay. I think that
4-5 or 3-6.
I think a lot will tell me if we go into Detroit on that Monday night game and win in Detroit. That'll tell me.
That's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, that'll tell me kind of where we're at. Now, this is early. I'm expecting the Detroit Lions to be really good this year. There's a lot of hype behind them, but they got one of the top offenses in the league. They got a lot of weapons over there. They're going to be a full slate by the time we play them. So I would say if we take care of business in Detroit and we come out of there and we have a winning record, I'm saying that this team is going to do some damage. That's kind of where I'm at, man.
Or if we do something crazy, like go into Buffalo and blow them out in Buffalo, like 35-14 or some insane shit like that, that'll be the way to get me on board real quick.
I'm going to say even if they just win the game in Buffalo, I would be on board.
Everybody drops a game or two to people they shouldn't. So
that's true. That's true.
Maybe beat Buffalo and still go maybe right about 500. But I mean, if we go out there and we whoop their ass and we fucking just kill them in front of their home crowd, I mean, I'd be like, okay, all right, they mean business. They're not playing.
Yeah. We'll see, man. Shout out to Anthony Provinzio with the 6 pirate flags. I love it, man. Thanks for the support. Jeff Acosta goes 31-9 Raiders.
Beautiful.
I like it, man. So Lemire, hey, the Bills looking sloppy as so far. We got them right after. Yeah, the Bills. I mean, I think they're gonna fall off a little bit. To be honest, this year I think I think their windows is closed. Their window is closing, man.
I think this is their last year to really do it before they have to rebuild part of that team. Did I tell you Violator was in my city yesterday? Or for the game?
Yes. I saw that. I saw he was shouting out the Spokane chapter over there, man. That was dope. Did you get to meet up with him or
not this time? I met him a couple times, man. There's no better person walking this earth. That aside of the Raiders and everything like that, just you have an opportunity to spend 5 minutes talking to Violator. If you don't know his real name's Wayne Mabry, there's no better human being walking this earth.
Absolutely, I agree with you, man. I've ran into him a couple of times. We've talked a couple of times. We haven't had a long conversation, but I had an opportunity to kind of introduce myself. And
you just feel that vibe off him. It's like it's like the same vibe you get being around your grandfather. You know,
right? Yeah.
Just like, and you feel how good of a person he is, and the knowledge, the wisdom that he has.
Yeah, and he makes you feel proud to be a Raider, man. That's
Absolutely.
It's like you get that special feeling, that tingly feeling, like, man, this is Raider shit. You know what I mean? It's
funny because you meet these super fans, and a lot of people think that they're just random guys, and no, there's nobody more dedicated to this team in terms of fandom than these guys. Like if you ever met Gorilla Rilla, I got a party with Gorilla Rilla in Oakland before the last game in Oakland. I got to go to the bar with him and turn up, and he's all the fun in the world, man. When you meet Violator, man, like you said, makes you proud to be a Raider.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was good to meet him. I mean, I'm sure I'll run into him again down the line. I mean, at this point, I'll see him quite a few times.
We got many days in Vegas ahead.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Shout out to DeMarcus Webb. He goes 35-10. Marcus Peters with 2 INTs. I like that.
That would be,
that would be great, right?
Especially guarding Diggs to get 2 picks. Okay,
man. Bills are a Super Bowl contender. That's a huge game. Yeah, so far they're a Super Bowl contender. We'll see, man. We'll see. The defense is top 12. I think we're for real. The key, I know we can do on offense. Yeah, if we're top 12, we're making a run.
We're a Super Bowl team if we're top 12 defense.
For sure.
We're a contender ourselves.
I agree. GQ Raider, if we come out with 3 wins out of our first 5, I'm positive. Okay.
So who's our first? We got Denver, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and then who's 4 and 5? The Chargers are 4th week, I believe, and then we got Chiefs week 5.
I think so. That's a tough 5, bro. So 3 and 2.
If we go 3 and 2 in that, I would probably agree with you. That'd be. I don't think I'd be completely sold, but I'd be on my way. Sad that I think we go like 1 and 4, 2 and 3 maybe. But I mean, we're talking about all these rookies having to click, man. If it happens, it's going to happen mid-season or late. I expect us to get off to kind of a slow start. I think we beat Denver, but after that, I think we kind of have some issues, and then it's going to come down right then where we're either going to turn the corner and become a good team and figure out how to win these games, or we're going to be that team that all season, they should have won that game. Oh, should have won that game. Oh, that was a close one. Fine line between the two.
Hoping that's not the case, but I think 3 and 2 is realistic. Take care of the Broncos, beat Pittsburgh at home at opening weekend, Sunday Night Football, and then go to the Chargers and take care of business the following weekend. I think 3 and 2 is realistic, and I would be pretty positive if we can come out of there 3 and 2.
I want whatever Sultan Mir is smoking, man.
He says he got 4 and 1. 4 and 1.
You got some good shit over there, huh, man?
I like it, man. I mean, that means we're taking care of either the Bills or the Chiefs in that situation. I think Chiefs is week 5, man. I don't know who week 5. Oh, Packers week 5. So 4 and 1, bro.
Okay. So I thought we had KC. So I'll go. Yeah, I got us 2 and 3. I got us beating Denver and Green Bay.
We can go 4 and 1. I think Sultan isn't smoking anything. I think he might be on the money, bro. I think we can take care. We can take care of the Steelers week 3. We can take care of the Broncos.
I think that's the toughest game of all. I think that's tougher than Buffalo.
You think so?
I think that defense is going to be nasty.
Yeah, their defense is retooled. They're ready to go. I'll give you that. But it's that home opener, man. I mean, I know it's going to be 50-50 fans there, and there's going to be a lot of Steelers fans there, but it's Sunday night in Vegas.
I don't put any stock into Vegas.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
Sadly, because Oakland was so amazing.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
As much as it just really hurts my heart to say it, we are never getting what we had in Oakland in Vegas, ever.
That's fair. But I guess I'm talking about from the player's perspective.
But I mean, I think
they're kind of hyped up, you know.
Is playing in front of your fans, you know, the nation, having the fucking stadium blacked out.
Yeah.
And it's just it don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I hope that we don't get embarrassed by the Steelers and they got terrible towels all over
Jeff
the place.
Acosta
we gotta win. Say what?
Jeff Acosta says we sweep the AFC West.
Woo! Man, we'll see, man.
We're going to the Super Bowl if that happens, man.
Yeah, you might be. Let's see. Soul Mir says, hey, we were hyped about last year, right? I said earlier we upgraded that position, so I'm building the hype now. There you go.
More power to you, man. I trust me. I don't blame you guys for, you know, all the hype and everything like that. It's just over all these years, man. How many years have I've been telling everybody I know, man, this is the year. We got this guy. We got this guy. We got Devontae Adams. And it just, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see, man. GQ, I'll probably be there for the Steelers game, home opener. And yeah, Raider Nation Drinking Club is gonna be out there, you know, ready to do their thing, and you know, I'm gonna be out there as well, man. We're definitely gonna we definitely got to link up again, man. We definitely got to run what we did preseason week 1, do that again. But for reals this time against the Steelers, man, that'll be great, man. That'll be great. Huey P 2905 Broncos, Bills, Steelers, Chargers, Packers 4-1.
It's not as unrealistic as I said, but
I mean, we can take care of the Broncos. We can take care of the Steelers. I even think that the Bills, they're not going to be as good as they were last year. And to catch them early, that is a blessing. I would not want to see the Bills in December in Buffalo. I'll tell you that.
Nobody wants to go to Buffalo in December, man.
Right,
like Kansas City in December.
Right. It's worse than Kansas City. You can argue, right? Chargers, that's almost a home game, right? That's basically a home game for Raiders. We haven't had any success.
Yeah, that has more. That matters more to me than being in Vegas.
Yeah. And then Packers, we should take care of business. So I don't see why 4-1 is.
No, it's not. When we had Kansas City, I was like, "Fuck no," but
yeah,
it's not out.
We got Kansas City till like way later, bro.
I thought we had one early and one late.
Okay.
I haven't really looked at the schedule in a while.
Sultan goes Steelers is my one loss. Beat Green Bay, Chargers, and the Bills and the Broncos.
I think either way we split one with the Chargers, so I was counting that one as our one loss to the Chargers. And then I think we dropped to the Bills, and I think the Steelers is a toss-up, but I think that's the hardest game. We'll see.
Okay.
Our key to winning that game is our pass rush and keeping Kenny Pickett from putting up anything.
Yeah, we got to slow down Kenny Pickett.
If we do what we always do and let a bottom 5 quarterback in the league look like Peyton Manning, it's a lost cause.
Yeah, we got to kill that confidence right off the jump, man. Hey, GQ, we might be 5-0. Honestly, hey, I mean, why not, bro? Why not, man? We gotta change KaneTown's mind about this whole 7-10 thing, man. Man, 5-0.
There's been I haven't seen anything. No reason to change my mind, man.
Man. So we go 5-0. Are you changing your mind? We win the first 5.
Of course.
Okay. I'll take the win right there, bro. I'll take that. Charles Washington.
If we go 4-0, I'll probably change my mind. But
yeah, that's what I like to hear. I think 3-0, you'd be on board.
The wheels would be turning. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying.
Like after all the years of gassing the Raiders up, the 1 year, I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Then they're gonna fucking win.
Man, I see what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's all right. I get it. Man, hey, shout out to Charles Washington. What's up, peeps, man? Thanks for popping in, man. Hey, and 61 that's in the building, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub and share with your folks. Let's see. Orlando Padilla in November versus Kansas City. Yeah, Orlando Padilla's he lives in Kansas City, so he might be in a place for that one, man. Take some pictures, man. Send it to us, see how it goes, man. I don't think I'll be going to a Kansas City game anytime soon, but I would love to one day.
I'll go with you.
Oh, man, we got to do that one day. We definitely got to do it. Christmas Eve at Kansas City.
We might go to jail, but you know.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna talk my shit no matter where I'm at.
Man, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Steelers defense looking good this year. Yeah. You know, F them at the end of the day. Edgar Bonilla, SoFi is a home game. Absolutely. Charles Washington, remember we only won 6 games last year. My mindset, 1 game at a time. So and that's, you know, the end of the day, you can only take it 1 game at a time. From the player's perspective, but as a fan, I'm breaking down each game, seeing where we can get an advantage, man. But you're absolutely right, man. We should take it 1 game at a time for sure, man. So, KaneTown, last thoughts before we get into that final 53 tomorrow. We're going to see who makes the squad, the official 2023 edition of the Las Vegas Raiders. You got any final thoughts before we head out? Let me know, bro.
I mean, let's just hope we get the best guys, not the guys that were former Patriots or, you know, the guys that they hope develop for the most part. I mean, rookies are one thing, but let go of guys like Zamir White. Let go of those guys who haven't proven themselves in their 2 or 3 years, and fill this roster out with the guys who are the best right now and ready to go. And there's guys that prove themselves that every year we're like, how the hell did you cut this person? And how the hell did Brandon Parker make the roster?
Well, you don't have to worry about Brandon Parker anymore. He's officially gone.
Thank you.
But I agree with you. I second that same idea. We need to bring the best 53 on the roster.
And please make a trade or two. Bring in an experienced linebacker. Bring in a talented nose tackle. It doesn't have to be an all-pro, nothing like that. Just some relief from the guys that are, you know, trying to find their way.
Yeah, absolutely. GQ, one more question. He says, let go of Zamir.
Hell yeah.
Send him to, I would say, put him
towards the exit. Let him run straight like he does best.
Yeah. I think that he should probably, man, he might be better off on the practice squad at this point. Damian Williams at running back.
Somebody else's practice squad.
Say what?
Somebody else's practice squad.
Right. Man. So, Amir, thanks for the support, man. I haven't seen you in a while, man, but it's good to see you. Good to hear from you as well, man. For sure.
Yeah, bro, I'm over Zamir. He's shown zero improvement from year 1 to year 2. Zero.
Man. Well, yeah, man, I think that's about it. We will find out at 4 p.m. Eastern time who the 53 men are going to represent the 2023 Las Vegas Raiders at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be getting some releases and acquisitions in between time. I'm sure we're not going to get it all at once, but keep your eyes out for that one, and keep your eye out for the next episode of the Swaggering Boisterously podcast. We're going to call it a night. I got to lay my ass down and watch some Monday Night Raw. KaneTown's got to make him a hoagie or whatever he has planned.
Actually, we're going out to get dinner right after this. So,
that's a
hopefully something better than a hoagie.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go, man. There you go, man. But, yeah, with that, guys, I'm Big Mike Raider. To my left, KaneTown Raider, man. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
This is one of them hits now. Heard back from Earth, we just shot a few of my shits down. It's safe to say I'm totally pissed. Wow, my cloaking devices just malfunction. Guess it's time for a sit down. This is the problem I got with humans, mostly the common man. Constantly fucking with energy they don't understand. Always thinking they got the upper hand. The G-forces from my maneuvers can snap your spine like a rubber band. I shouldn't waste my time, they ain't half as nice. Put a Red Bull in your coffin so your ghost can have wings in the afterlife. Let's rock and roll like a belly dancer's rhinestone. It was my idea to shake the pineal gland like a pine cone. My thoughts create hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones. A punch for me is like an avalanche of granite and limestone. You live here, now this is my home. I neuralize both your retinas, you wake up staring at the screen of your iPhone. Confused by the light plus the high tone. And now we connected from the microchip I placed next to your thigh bone. It's hard to understand cause your mind blown, but I gotta cut communication. Your government just scrambled they spy drones.